Jungle Book 2, Monkey Business. Loulou and Lou are lying cozily under a blanket on the couch. The rain is tapping softly against the windows. A perfect time for a story.
Loulou,
asks Lou.
can you tell me again about Mowgli in the jungle?
Sure. Mowgli had many adventures in the jungle, says Loulou mysteriously.
Yeah, Loulou? What all did he do?
Asks Lou curiously.
All sorts of things, and mostly with Baloo and Bagheera,
answers Loulou.
Oh, tell me about that? Well, there was this one time when Mowgli ended up with the monkeys.
One morning, Mowgli was already high up in the trees. He had gone fruit picking with Baloo and Bagheera. Baloo, who couldn't climb, was comfortably lying under a tree, softly snoring. Honk! Shoo! Bagheera was a panther, so he could climb like the best of them. He was up in the branches with Mowgli, looking for fruit. "You're getting good at climbing, huh, Mowgli?" said Bagheera.
Yeah, I'm getting faster and faster,
Mowgli shouted back. Mowgli swung easily from branch to branch, swoosh, swoosh, to get to the mangoes.
Look, I've got a few here.
And then Mowgli dropped them to the ground.
Hey, Bagheera, have you ever heard of the Bandar log?
Asked Mowgli.
They're my monkey friends. They're funny and say I can be their leader. And then I won't have to listen to Baloo's boring lessons anymore.
Mowgli, Bagheera said sternly, you better get that out of your head. Those monkeys do nothing but cause trouble. Suddenly, they heard a sound in the distance.
Ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah.
There they are, said Bagheera. Sure enough, the whole group of monkeys came swinging through the trees. Swoosh! Swoosh! Mowgli, come quickly. Those monkeys aren't following the laws of the jungle.
Ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah.
The sounds grew louder from all directions. The monkeys quickly approached Mowgli. There he is, the man cub, they chattered. Mowgli looked up in surprise, and one monkey had swiftly whoosh, grabbed him upside down by his leg. I've got him! I've got him! The monkey shouted. Mowgli! Bagheera shouted. Ah! Bagheera! Baloo! Shouted Mowgli as the monkeys quickly whisked him away. Baloo! Baloo! Wake up! The monkeys of the Bandar log troop have taken Mowgli! Cried Bagheera to Baloo. What? Said Baloo sleepily. What are you telling me, Bagheera? Shouted the brown bear when he understood what the panther said. We have to do something. Immediately. What if those monkeys drop him? Or who knows what could happen, Bagheera? Baloo and Bagheera were at their wits' end. The only way to take on the Bandar log was Kaa, the biggest snake in the jungle. Kaa was very dangerous, and the only creature the monkeys were afraid of. Kaa was peacefully sleeping under a rock when the bear and panther approached him. Kaa, great snake of the jungle, Baloo the bear and Bagheera the panther stand before you, said Baloo, announcing himself as written in the laws of the jungle. Ah, Baloo, Bagheera, what can I do for you? Asked the snake as he slowly slithered out from under a rock. Bagheera whispered, Kaa, we need your help. Our man cub has been taken by the Bandar log monkeys. We need to get him back. The Bandar log. I have a bone to pick with them,
I've heard they call me Earthworm, said Kaa.
Oh, not just earthworm, said Baloo lightly. I've also heard they call you banana slug and slimy stick and,
Those monkeys, shouted Kaa. Come on, let's go to the monkey city to teach them a lesson. Quickly, the group of the bear, the panther, and the snake set off to the monkey city to rescue Mowgli. Meanwhile, Mowgli had been hanging upside down the entire way. He was swung back and forth. The monkeys would drop him and then catch him again. And they would laugh very hard whenever Mowgli screamed. Mowgli didn't know where in the jungle he had ended up. He had never been this far before. Suddenly, a large abandoned city appeared between the trees. That's our home, said one of the monkeys. The city was enormous, Mowgli thought. In the middle stood a crumbling palace, where the monkeys took Mowgli. So, man cub, we, the Bandar Log monkeys, have brought you here. You human can teach us how to do human things. The monkeys jumped and shouted and danced around Mowgli. Bandar Log monkeys, said Mowgli, I can't teach you anything. I grew up in the jungle and only know the laws of the jungle, not the laws of men. But you are a human, shouted the monkeys. You must become our leader. Now the monkeys got angry. And Mowgli realized he was in trouble. Oh dear, I just hope that Baloo and Bagheera are on their way, said Mowgli softly. But clever Mowgli also came up with something. Hey monkeys, I'm getting a bit hungry. Go get me something to eat and then I'll teach you some human tricks. The monkeys quickly went in search of food, and so some time was bought for Baloo and Bagheera, together with Kaa the snake, to come to Mowgli. Quick, quick! How far do we have to go, Kaa? Mowgli is in danger. The Black Panther wanted to get to Mowgli as soon as possible to help him. We're almost there, hissed Kaa as the big snake slithered swiftly over the ground. Baloo trailed running behind the group, as he wasn't as fast. He had eaten a bit too much honey beforehand, and had to catch his breath now and then. Meanwhile, Mowgli had received fruit and nuts from the monkeys, and he was trying to keep them busy. Oh, if only Baloo and Bagheera would come quickly, he thought. What he didn't know was that Kaa and Bagheera had already arrived at the city. They were now well hidden, waiting for the right moment to rescue Mowgli. Let's split up. I'll go from the left, said Kaa. Whisper, whisper. They continued devising their rescue plan. Meanwhile, the monkeys got angry at Mowgli again. Ho, 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 ha! They realized he didn't actually know any human tricks and locked him in a cage. That was the last straw for Bagheera, who decided it was time for action instead of planning. He leaped from his hiding place and roared, "Growl! The Black Panther! He's here for the man cub!" The monkeys screamed angrily. The whole troop of monkeys chased after Bagheera until suddenly a loud bang sounded. Boom! The entire monkey temple collapsed. Kaa the snake had broken through a large wall. So big and strong was he, allowing Mowgli to escape. As Mowgli ran to Bagheera, Kaa began to slither around the monkeys. The monkeys' eyes started to spin. Round and round and round like a whirlpool. Swoosh, swoosh. They were hypnotized by the big snake. Loulou, asks Lou. Yes, Lou? What is, Hypnotized? You mean hypnotized?
Lou nods.
Hypnotizing is making someone kind of dream. They're not awake, but they're not really asleep either. Somewhere in between. That's how Kaa the snake could prevent the monkeys from holding on to Mowgli. They were hypnotized. Oh, yeah,
Nods Lou quickly.
and what happened then?
Baloo had, in the meanwhile, also arrived at the monkey city. He saw Bagheera and Mowgli and ran towards them. But before he reached them, he saw Kaa, who was hypnotizing the monkeys. Baloo's eyes also started to spin and spin. Swoosh, swoosh.
Hey, Baloo, what are you doing? Don't walk towards Kaa,
said Mowgli, surprised. Kaa kept circling around the monkeys.
Bagheera, what is Kaa doing now?
Asked Mowgli. But Bagheera's eyes had also started to spin. Mowgli grabbed the shoulders of the bear and the panther.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, Mowgli, said Bagheera then, blinking rapidly. Kaa has started his dance, and he got to us too, that trickster. Let's go home quickly. Yes, Mowgli, said Baloo. And when we get home, we have a bone to pick with you. You know those monkeys are no good, right? Yet you hung out with them, and look what happened. Mowgli felt a bit ashamed. He hadn't thought it would get so out of hand. Baloo was right. He should stay away from those silly monkeys. Luckily, he had good friends who had saved him. Exhausted, he fell asleep on the back of the Black Panther, and he didn't wake up until they were back at Wolf Rock.
Wow, that really is an adventure,
Shouts Lou.
Yes, Mowgli would have been better off if he had never met those monkeys,
Answers Loulou.
Yes, bad monkeys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, ah, ah.
Mimics Lou. Loulou gets a chuckle out of this.
Lou, look. The rain has stopped.
Shall we go play on the monkey bars?
Yes, good idea. Let's ask Mom if it's okay.
And so Loulou and Lou have their own adventure, playing like little monkeys on the monkey bars. Curious about what other adventures Mowgli will have? Listen to Jungle Book Part 3, Shere Khan.